In Tiltwood Valley, the River Rill carried tiny paper boats past melon-shaped hills and singing reeds. Tiko was the biggest young otter in the valley. His turquoise paws could carve a paddle in one swoop, and his striped tail could splash a fountain over 3 bridges. Tomorrow was Little Boat Day. Pip, a quiet, living droplet, wanted a gentle boat that could notice every bend. Nori the snail promised to help. Tiko built a bright red racer with 6 paddles, 2 windsails, and 1 enormous silver water wheel. Pip whispered that it felt too fast. But drums were thumping, neighbors were cheering, and Tiko heard the cheers more clearly than Pip. "Everyone will love the fastest ride," he said. Nori raised one careful feeler. The wheel clicked faster. The river shivered, curled around itself, and began flowing the wrong way. Up flew the paper boats. Up bobbed the fish, the bridge flags, and Mayor Melon's picnic umbrella. The River Rill climbed the hills like a shiny blue ribbon. Each time Tiko paddled downward, 2 new streams sprang upward. Pip spun inside a bubble and called, "Please stop paddling!" Tiko finally heard, but the giant wheel had already wound the water into a bouncing knot that rolled toward the cloud mill above town. Tiko, Pip, and Nori jumped onto a giant lily pad sled. They swooped between floating cottages, skimmed over upside-down waterfalls, and ducked beneath surprised silver fish. Tiko paddled harder whenever the river twisted. The lily pad spun faster. At the cloud mill, the water knot wrapped around the turning sails and lifted the festival bell into the sky. Below it, the whole town wobbled inside one enormous trembling bubble. Tiko caught the bell rope with both paws, hooked his tail around the cloud mill, and held the lily pad with his feet. Still, the water pulled upward. Nori asked what Pip had said before the wheel began. Tiko's ears drooped. "Pip said the boat felt too fast," he admitted. "I listened for applause instead of my friend." Pip floated close. "Your strength can help," Pip said, "if it leaves room for other voices." Nori drew 3 circles. Pause, feel the current, and make one small turn together. Tiko stopped pulling. Pip touched the water knot and found a calm blue thread inside. Nori loosened 1 silver gear, and Tiko moved the wheel back by 1 tiny click. The bubble became still. Together, they repeated the steps. Pause, feel, and turn. Click by click, the water knot opened. Pip guided the calm thread downhill. Nori counted each turn. Tiko used his broad tail as a gentle brake instead of a giant paddle. The fish swam home. The picnic umbrella landed beside the mayor. Paper boats sailed through the bridges in a sparkling line. Last of all, Tiko lowered the festival bell, and its happy ring sent the final upside-down waterfall tumbling safely into the river. That evening, Tiko rebuilt the racer with 2 lanes. 1 lane rippled quickly for adventurers. The other curved slowly past glowing reeds, smooth stones, and tiny islands where travelers could rest. Pip chose the slow lane and noticed 7 new songs in the water. Nori tried both lanes very gradually. Tiko asked every passenger, "What kind of ride feels right for you?" This time, he waited long enough to hear the answer. On Little Boat Day, fast boats whooshed, slow boats wandered, and neither lane was called better. The valley gave Tiko a listening paddle, painted with 1 large ear and 3 small circles. Pause, feel, turn together. Tiko was still enormous and wonderfully strong, but now his greatest skill was making quiet voices easier to hear. He learned that helping does not mean choosing for everyone. The best adventures begin when every friend has room to say what they need. The end.